But I'm gonna say that I just did not care for this book. I don't like ambiguous endings. I didn't like the gaslighting where I love my daughter is my number one priority. I know that this book will circulate. People will love it. That's what I want. I want people to read what they love, even if it's not what I really enjoy. But hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a book unhaul, but this one is different because all the books that I'm going to unhaul are going to go straight to the library collection because I've done my research, and just because I don't like them, it doesn't mean that people are not going to love them, you know? That's the thing about reading, is subjective. So what it didn't work for me, it's working for other people, so I'm going to donate them, and that way more people can read them, get them from the library. And honestly, I don't need these books in my collection. Now the first book, and I'm going to put them on the screen because they're already in the back to be cataloged, is We Used to Live Here. I have a full video about why this book didn't work for me, so I'm not going to go into details, but I'm gonna say that I just did not care for this book. I don't like ambiguous endings, and a lot of people say don't say that because other people won't read it. Well, I think if you don't like ambiguous endings, then you're not gonna like this book. So why should you go through over 300 pages to find out that it's one of the tropes that you don't like? I understand that a lot of people love it. Most people rate it 5 stars, so that's why it's in this 5-star unhaul kind of thing, because I get it. People love ambiguous endings. They love to make up scenarios, or oh, this what was happening, without even being confirmed. And I think it's amazing. My brain doesn't work like that because of the way that my brain works. I need to have a definite ending, and if I'm going to spend the time reading an entire book, you better believe that at the end you better tell me what was all this crazy stuff about. I felt like this book threw everything but the kitchen sink at you, and then expected for you to put the pieces together. And let me tell you, if you Google right now some kind of review with spoilers, they're gonna be all over the place, because you can think that this involves something supernatural, you can think that involves mental illness, you can think that this involves just family lies, I mean, every person makes the ending fit their own understanding of the book, and I don't care about that. But I'm loving that it's having great circulation numbers here at the library, so it's gonna go to somebody that will appreciate reading this book. The next one I already have a video about, and I'll be linking them on the top of the screen. So if you want more details in depth, because this next book, it really pissed me off. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it like it is. It really pissed me off, and this is Incidents Around the House by Josh Malerman. This book was easy to read. I mentioned I finished it while we were on this fishing trip, in a couple of days I think it was that I finished it. It was very easy to read because it has sentences that an 8-year-old would write, you know, very simplistic writing, because we're reading from a perspective of an 8-year-old, and this is a girl who says that she has another mummy living in her closet. But the book itself had really some creepy scenes, not scary but creepy in my opinion, for what scares me and creeps me out. But what I didn't like about it was the whole writing style. I didn't like the one perspective for this one little girl. I didn't care for all the details about all the horrible things the parents were doing. I didn't like the gaslighting where I love my daughter is my number one priority. And then it's like, well, you have to understand your mommy. She saw something. And I'm like, yeah, she saw it too. So, okay, give it a break. She's 8, and this is a grown woman who should be able to deal with her emotions or get some help. But think about your daughter. I did not like it. I felt like it was a big gaslighting show that it really upset me, and I don't want anything to do with this book, but people are loving it, which I am here for, and I'm excited that other people are loving it. So it's better to come here at the library than just stay in my bookshelf and I'll never read it again or recommend it. The next one is one that I rated 3 stars as personal enjoyment and a 4-star as far as what the book is for a book, for a romantasy book. I thought that it was a 4-star, but I rated it 3-star on my personal liking, and it's Phantasma by Kaylie Smith. I have a reading vlog. If you want to check it out, it will be on the top of the screen. I explain everything in detail of why this book didn't work for me, but how I think it will work for you if you like romantasy. It's kind of funny. I mean, there are some scenes where I'm just having a great time sharing it with you, so I hope you check out that book. But I know that this book will circulate, people will love it, and that's what I want. I want people to read what they love, even if it's not what I really enjoy. But this is a story of 2 sisters that lose their mother. They're struggling with money, so they decide to go to, well, one of them, they have a fight, one of them disappears, the other one comes back into the house and goes through her sister's bedroom and realizes that she might be entering a competition that is in town for a few days, and it's a supernatural competition where if you win you can get a wish, or and that could be money. So the older sister is like, that's where my sister is, so she enters the competition. She has a relationship with a supernatural being, and we follow her throughout the competition, and that's pretty much the gist of it. So check out that book and check out their review. I do have only a review if you want to check that out, but I don't need it in my collection. I will not reread it, and I will not be recommending to anybody that comes to spend the weekend with us. The next one is Like Mother, Like Daughter. Like, this is a book that had the best plot and the most annoying, in my personal opinion, characters. And this is the story of Cleo and her mom. Her mom calls her and says, Cleo, just come. It's an emergency. I need to talk to you. Come over for dinner. The daughter is riding the train, just thinking, oh, should I go? My mom's so annoying. Not with those words, but she's considering not going. But eventually she does. She gets to the home. The door is open. The mom is not there. And there's a bloody shoe under the couch. So we spend the rest of the book finding out all of her mom's secrets and, the investigation, the daughter's investigation of what really happened to her mom. And what happened at the end was a twist that I did not see coming. I thought the plot was really smart. I just could not stand the character. So again, this is a very popular book. It will get circulation. People are gonna love it, and I'm happy for them. I'm just not going to reach for it or recommend it to anybody. The last one is House of Glass, and I gave it 3.75 stars, and I could keep this book, but I think it would be better if I share it with somebody else here at the library. This is the story of some kind of attorney that gets to decide who the child stays with after the divorce. A judge asks her to go and deal with this specific case where the little girl is younger than what she typically deals with. She goes with kids 13 and above, and this little girl is younger, and she says, you had an experience when you were a little girl that you could help this little girl, because what happened is the parents are not only divorcing, but they're divorcing after the nanny fell or was pushed, we don't know, from her room, and so she dies, and the little girl sees everything. So now she's trying to find out did one of the parents kill this nanny? I mean, who is she going to put this little girl with? And we spend the rest of the book figuring that out. The girl is kind of creepy. It's really well written. I think it makes you wonder, did the little girl have something to do? Did the dad? Did the mom? You're always questioning who could have done it. It's a really good book. I'm not going to reach for it, and I'd rather have it here at the library where more people can check it out. And I know a lot of people enjoyed it a lot more than I did. So anyway, those are my popular books that I'm unhauling and I am donating here to the library. I don't like to sell my personal books. If I spend the money on them, I would keep them, unhaul them, bringing them here to the library, cataloging them, and have other people enjoy it. Or the other thing that I like to do is to go and donate them to little free libraries, which is my absolute favorite. But everyone else, I know that there are ways, if you're trying to unhaul a lot of books, where you can sign up for Pango Books and sell your books there. It's a really cool website and everything. I just like to do a little bit different, my unhauling. So anyway, thank you for being here today. I appreciate you coming back, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye guys.